Glowacki, and I am the author of Oh Crap Potty Training, and I'd like to continue talking about night training because it's such a big deal. If you haven't seen our first video on that, please do so. Is sleep training really necessary? So today I want to bring up the upside down pyramid of fluids, which is something I talk about a lot, so I wanted to explain what that was. You have to, if you are attending to night training, you have to monitor your child before bedtime. So they really can't have very many fluids 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. And I will have people just totally outraged that I'm suggesting they dehydrate their child, and I'm not. But let's assume your child takes 1 nap a day. What you want to do is when they get up in the morning, you sort of want to make fluids more available. Just push the fluids. I'm not saying, force feed your kid fluids, but just push the fluids a little bit so that the child is drinking. It's a pyramid, and you want to flip the pyramid so that the most drinking happens earlier in the day, and then it sort of tapers down to nearly nothing. So you want to have one between wake up and nap, and then another when the child wakes up from a nap to bedtime. And that's all it is. And ways you can push it is, having the child drink from a fun straw or a cup they like, or, if you're so inclined, juice. I'm not a huge juice fan, but if you wanted to water down some juice, anything that will get the child sort of drinking a little bit more. And then what will very quickly happen is that when the child tapers down to nothing towards bedtime, they will naturally wake up thirsty the next day. So I, again, am in no way suggesting that you dehydrate your child, but really the child is usually sleeping 10 to 12 hours, and that's just a really long time to ask a newly potty trained child to hold their pee. That's just a really long time. Of particular struggle is I know people who work all day and have their children in daycare. So it can be really challenging because some daycares tend to have a more regimented routine about, sit down and have snack and something to drink, and often it's not very much to drink. So if you're experiencing that and your child's coming home from daycare totally thirsty, because that happened to me when I was potty training my son. He would not get enough fluids at daycare and come home and go, be chugging down. So what you can do is help the daycare as much as possible while helping yourself, is maybe send a container, a water bottle, and say, could you just have Johnny make sure he drinks all of this throughout the day, and they don't even have to know why, just say you're concerned and he needs to drink that much, or you can tell them it's potty training. So that can help alleviate that super thirst at night. If your child is really accustomed to having a sippy cup of something before bed, you're gonna have to get rid of that, and I get a real strange amount of kickback from that. If your child's going to bed with a sippy cup or a bottle with fluid in it, even if it's water, it's just going to be too much for them to hold. So just know that, you're going to have to sacrifice one for the other. On that note, while you are potty training, and this can help with the upside down pyramid of fluid, is I always suggest getting rid of sippy cups. For many children, the sucking action is what's comfortable, so they will suck in more fluid than their body actually is asking for thirst-wise. So I'm a big fan of ditching all the sippy cups, but if you're finding yourself having a challenge pushing those fluids early in the day, maybe for an hour in the morning the child can have a sippy cup, and then after their nap they can have a sippy cup, just to try to get more fluids in them, so that way you have more time to get all that pee out before bed. So that's what I'm talking about when I say the upside down pyramid of fluids. As always, these videos are intended for your average child who's having the average bumps in the road. If you find yourself really struggling and you need some help, please go to our website, jamieglowacki.com. We have some Oh Crap certified experts there who are dying to help you out with your potty training struggles. Visit our Facebook page at ohcrappottytraining.com, and of course, if you have not bought my book, please do so, Oh Crap Potty Training. All right, you guys, have a great day. Bye-bye.